Welcome back to Lorde, a show where we welcome artists and music fans over to my home to share music stories and sometimes a coffee. This episode, we welcome a pop star from New Zealand who has built her reputation by going against the grain, by exploring a side of pop many are too afraid to tackle, one of pain, self-consciousness, of identity, of melancholy. My gut told me that this guest would be one full of surprises, warmth, and depth. And to spoil things up front, I was absolutely blown away, not only by their taste, but by their sensitivity, articulation, and openness. Today, I welcome into my home, Ella. But you might know her as Lorde. We're revealing it. Welcome, Ella, also known as Lorde. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming over.
This is a big deal. I'm a little starstruck.
No, you're not. I'm starstruck by you and your bottle. But your head of PR was standing outside, and I waved because she's like, is this? I didn't know if I was at the right place, and I'm like, yeah. It's literally an apartment block.
I take a lot of meetings at my apartment also. I think I think it's nice to bring people into your house.
Are you a home type person? You like to be at home?
I'm a big home guy, yeah. And I think it's nice to like anchor things somewhere. It shows that you're a human being.
Yes.
You know?
Well, yeah, home is like where you cook for people, where you welcome people.
Yeah,
I'm a big home guy as well. I feel most comfortable cooking for people. Like, I was making a coffee as you arrived. It looked totally staged, but I was like,
you were like, fancy seeing you.
I was like, I wasn't expecting you right this minute, and it's coffee time, and I need to have my coffee before she arrives.
It's coffee time. I've got my version of a coffee. The dirty.
How do you live on them?
Only when I'm doing like this. Like running around, talking a lot, you know.
Gotta be on,
yeah.
So this is a music show.
Absolutely.
Which I'm excited by.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my team about like figuring out, I like to figure out people's ears, right? I could figure out your ear in a sense, but then your new music is like, okay, I don't know where that ear's going yet. So maybe we'll get a bit of that process and that thinking as well. But what I like to do so people get comfortable before you pull out your first song is to play another song for you. So this song here, The Feeling When You Walk Away, is Tumor. So great.
I love him.
Off the first East Tumor offering, covered in lace, looked like Travis Scott covered in lace, and I'm like,
Totally.
What is this?
Yeah.
So let's play one more. And I think it's important that we listen to the music as much as we talk, because it's like, it's, you know, it is enjoying music after all, right?
It's perfect. Banger.
Right?
Banger. It just hit different, all of this stuff.
Why?
Because it's really alive. It's sexy.
Sexy, right? That track before was so sexy.
Yeah. All of it is. All of this music. Ugh. Banger. Wow,
Like,
this
it could
takes
be
me
from
back.
any time, but it feels new as well, right?
Totally. Wow. So poppy as well. Like, I love these people who just have this command of pop music and are like pushing it to the furthest reaches, you know?
What is pop music in this sense then? Structure? When you say pop music? It's not predictable, but you know what I mean? You know where it's going, but it's still exciting.
It's also like a kind of melodic inclination, like this. That could be like the mid-2000s.
Yes.
Like any American band, you know? It's very gratifying.
Gratifying is a good word. I'm glad.
Very
when
cool
I was
start,
listening to them the other day, I was like, this just feels like the right way to start. I don't know why.
That's sick, yeah.
It gives us some energy.
Totally.
Gives us some life.
No, he's been a big part of like album making times for me, for sure, yeah.
What have you brought? What have you brought?
What have I brought?
It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay,
You sound nervous.
Okay, look, here's the thing. I thought it was interesting to talk about. I'm really not ahead. Like, I make music.
What's ahead?
But I'm not ahead.
What's ahead?
Ahead
You
is
got
like,
good taste.
I've got taste. And I, like, kind of purposefully have kept my taste quite, like, I don't know. I like what I like, and I approach music in a very kind of simplistic way. Even as a maker, like, I am completely untechnical. It's all comes from this place of instinct for me. And
That's taste, I think.
I think it's cool, and I think it's cool to make music like a fan.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sitting there like, well, why isn't it like that? Why can't it be like that?
Yeah.
I have no idea why, and I mean, I have some idea, but
Yeah.
it's fun to me. But anyway, so my
You're
taste is
ahead.
my taste is quite basic, but I'm quite proud of my basic taste.
She's gonna say something.
I think it's cool. Anyway, so
got my typing fingers.
Okay. I'm queuing up Loud Pipes by Rat-a-tat.
That's not basic.
It's kind of funny. I was like, maybe I should start with like a funny one.
You can cue what you can say when we go. Go.
Go.
Go. This isn't basic. She set us up.
Not basic. This is sick.
What year is this? Oh.
Like, that's pop, you know? That's
Beautiful.
pop to
Beautiful.
me. So gratifying. So dumb in the best way. I love dumb music.
What's dumb about it?
It's basic
Like
as
simple.
fuck.
Simple.
Yeah,
It's not like
simple.
got too many frills about it.
And it's kind of yummy, like. I don't know. I was like 12 when I first heard this. I was just like, this is fun.
Do you think this inspired? Is this where you are right now? Do you think?
I think I play this song just to be like, never grow too much past who you were as like a really early listener. I think it'd be easy to like disavow your sort of like listening roots, and I think there's something really cool about coming back around to something even if aesthetically it's maybe not where you are. Like when I hear a song like this, I think about like being on the back of the school bus and just having the whole weekend ahead of me to like be a little shit and smoke a bunch of weed and run around
and it
and
like embodies.
and this was
this
it,
is
and
you.
this unlocked the whole thing. And then funnily enough, like a lot of this like the synth language in these songs, like we sort of brought into quite a few songs on Virgin. It just felt like incredibly kind of yummy and almost has like a guilty pleasure quality, which I'm like, I like to push into those sorts of places.
Interesting. I feel like as a non-artist, when you're a music fan, you hold on to your youth and like this was the best time where the best music was. But perhaps when you become an artist and you get bigger and you put more albums out, you're like, I wasn't that.
Totally.
That you know me
Yeah.
from when I was 17. I'm
Yeah.
not that anymore. I'm this. And then you perhaps go back to like, actually, what's wrong with that? If
It's all of me, you know, all these sorts of things. So
The life of an artist. Do you feel abnormal? Do you feel normal? And that's a silly question because like you're sitting here, you're totally normal, but it's not a normal experience.
no, I think that I'm a freak. I think artists are freaks. I feel like deeply, I mean, we're all like weird in a similar way, but I think the job of the artist is to like stay pretty close to like an animal self, and I like totally am an animal, and definitely like let myself be an animal a lot making this album.
As in instinctual.
Instinctual and
Raw.
physical and raw and just yeah, like a little bit wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love how you articulate. You're listening. I feel like you have certain words that I love. I'm trying to think of where I should go with this next in terms of like what I should play. Okay, I've got it for you. This was going to be potentially later down the list, but I feel like we have to do it now because we're talking about animal, instinctual. I want to play you a video.
Oh, sick.
This is not a Reacts channel.
Sick.
But
I love this.
I love this artist, Soyoon. I don't know if you know Soyoon. Korean artist, used to be the lead singer of Say So Neon.
Wow.
And she's so fucking cool. And when I think about like Raw and Animal, I think you'll like it more than anything. When I first saw this video, I was like, she's so fucking cool.
So cool.
Is it the guitar?
Damn. This is sick. When's this from?
Maybe last year or the year before.
Wow.
It was a massive song because it features in the recorded version RM from BTS. This doesn't have him on it.
Wow. Beautiful.
Is it hard to just stand and sing, do you think?
I'm trying to stand and sing a bit more.
Really?
She's inspiring me. This is sick.
She like kind of looks over you, you know, like looking through you. We're gonna wait till the guitar part. You know we have to wait for her to play the guitar, right?
This is great.
All right, wait. Guitar.
Damn. Fire. Wow.
I think
Wow.
reading my own instinct about why I brought up both of those songs for you, which are quite similar, is that like I was feeling in this era of you that there was a rawness, there was a like attitude that felt different from the past.
Right. I tried to pull away some layers and not misrepresent myself if I had a thought or a feeling or something happen that felt really indelible and like it should go in a pop song.
Yeah.
I would do it even if it was like explicit or, you know, going to upset somebody very close to me potentially, or exposing something about myself that I didn't feel ready to share, you know. I was like, I don't think I'm not interested in concealing or dramatizing. There's like this plainness and this kind of, I was trying to find a language that was unsentimental, because I think like you can get boxed in as like a pop girl to sort of, and I definitely have like done this, and I love everything about where I've been, but yeah, I was sort of like, our world's crazy enough, I don't think we need to up the saturation. And it's funny actually, like making this album, I keep getting asked like what my musical references were, and it was like really not an album where music was being referenced. It was there were like way more visual references, like paintings I love, sculpture. Like it was like quite it's kind of, music had this sort of like, I don't know, supportive role making it. I really looked to these sort of people who I hold up very high to sort of as proof of like where you can go or like how to keep going, and
expression-wise. Well, you've had a career, like you've been around.
It's been a time.
It's been a time, right? So you can't find inspiration from normal places, I gather. Like you have to.
Well,
there's a lot of thought that's gone into this, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just it can be hard to be brave, and I find it really helpful to keep this like group of artists in my head who I think of as exceptionally brave. So I guess one that I did listen to a lot is Drone Bomb Me, the Anoni song. It feels like it's linked into where we are, the weird road we've gone down.
Anoni is so special.
She's like a healer or something. Like I can't believe I exist in the same time as her.
I do feel like similar with Eves, it's like they're just like have always been around type souls.
Blow me from the mountains and into the sea. Blow me from the side of the mountains.
So visceral, so bodily.
Blow my head off.
I cannot get over their voice.
Nuts.
Lay my purple on the grass. I have a glint in my eye. I think I wanna die. I wanna die. I wanna be.
I'm not a head, she says. I'm not a head. These are really basic choices. Let me put on Drone Bomb Me I know better. Come on.
So drone bomb me.
Wow.
Drone bomb me. Blow me from the mountains and into the sea.
Like this is protest music,
Blow me from the side of the mountain.
And it's visceral and sparkly.
Blow my head off. Explode my crystal.
It's a pop song, like
Lay my purple on the grass.
so noble making music like this. And it fucking bangs.
It does. It does everything. The power of certain songs to do it all.
It does it all. You could dance to that at a club.
Yeah.
And it's a political statement, So
I've been
next level.
observing that I feel like there's less mainstream political music
Yes. Because it's hard.
to straddle all lines
Well,
and
it's
not be
hard to make
cancelled.
something that actually, well, yes, but no.
Wow.
Drone bomb me.
It's too good. No, I think it's hard to make music that doesn't just like use political language, but that like feels legitimately like resistance. And I think definitely in the last couple of years, I've really felt the need for music that touches into these places, and I'm just like so grateful to an artist like Anoni for like going out there, because like you got to go to the edge to make something like this.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people will make this song,
Apparently the Opera House show is about the Great Barrier Reef.
Yes.
And I think I was speaking to, maybe it was your label, someone else, and I was thinking about asking them over, but I wasn't sure. And they were like, they probably wouldn't speak to you because they want to speak to scientists and stuff.
Whoa.
Like as part of the message. And I'm like, oh shit, like that's how real it is. It's like, no, I'm doing this about the Great Barrier Reef, and if you're going to talk to me, we're going to talk about changing the Great Barrier Reef.
Wow.
It's like that's when you talk about nobility, and just
totally.
like,
wow.
yeah.
I'm hyped to go tonight. I'm gonna be just wrecked in the balcony.
I've not seen them live.
Just tears streaming, you know.
Now I'm like, should I play this or that? Okay.
You can hard swerve, you know.
No, okay. We can go political statement type artist, or one with a voice that's similar-ish that I love.
Go voice.
Okay. Now my audience will know what this is. It's a bit meta to say that, but I posted about this song and it kind of helped it gain a lot of ears in a good way.
Intrigued.
Anastasia, who is from, I think she split between LA and New York, and just has one of those forever voices. Interestingly, after she released this, she's the love interest in the latest Kendrick Lamar music video.
True.
So she's stunning as well, because it's like, okay, you're going to be love interest. But I think you'll appreciate this. I wanted to play this for you because it has, from what I researched about what you grew up listening to and things, I think that this artist's voice is something you might enjoy. Guitarist, singer, love interest. Kendrick Lamar's girlfriend.
So you wanna be the only one to touch me right here between the valleys.
Wow.
Right.
When the valleys protect me still. Open plans and open bodies.
Quite ascendant, you know, just.
Oh, psycho. I always dreamed to have this kind of voice.
That we nurture in kind. Well, maybe in a different timeline, I was the perfect.
Very Leonard Cohen-y, this part.
So sick. I was gonna say, it's giving me a little like Karen Dalton, her voice.
Oh, true.
On your shelf. Never wanting.
Right?
Wow.
So you wanna be the only one.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
Crazy. You're gonna take me down like, I'm gonna start pulling up like
You must.
Riverman by Nick Drake or something. Hold me back, hold me back.
No, Nick Drake is like, when I
It's gonna-
discovered Nick Drake, I was.
We'll send people just they're like, this is good night. No, actually this sends me somewhere cool.
Sorry?
This sends me somewhere cool.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Holding on too tight, and I find myself grasping at.
This will find audiences forever, right? That type of song.
Totally, yes.
Well, maybe in a different timeline, I was the perfect girl for you, like a doll on your shelf. Never wanting.
found this. It came out like a week after it came out, at 4,000 listens. I'm like, that's not gonna.
We've got to
that's
fix
not enough.
that. Yeah.
That's not enough
Yeah.
for something like this. Go on, straight into your one. What did you react?
Insane. Well, now I'm like, I've got two roads I could go down.
Okay.
But they're both Elizabeth Fraser roads, so.
Elizabeth
Fraser.
Elizabeth Fraser.
Let's go. Iconic. Let's go Song to the Siren. Just in terms of like a voice and this piece of music that feels so evergreen, and like people will be finding it for a long time.
Yeah.
On the floating shipless oceans, I did all
Just her voice.
my best to smile.
How Anastasia was using her voice, doing that kind of those sorts of
I didn't even pick that up.
sub-singy.
Singing.
It's like, yeah, a real
Elizabeth
Fraser
device
thing as well.
to-
Yeah, it's so cool.
Say to me, let me unfold you.
We don't have to listen to the whole thing. I would split this spot half.
Cheating.
I'd split this spot halfway with another.
Okay. I didn't realize. When I said when I looked at the screen, she's also singing on Teardrop by Massive Attack. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't know the name, but I know the voice.
Totally. One of those voices.
Were you here?
And this song that like, I think it's a Tim Buckley song.
Oh, really?
A million people have covered it.
Love Tim Buckley.
Totally.
There's how she's singing it has that kind of like standing on the cliff top style like
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't express it any other way. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
anthemic or
No, totally.
yeah.
She's sick.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
What are you splitting it with?
I'm splitting it with.
I love this.
Okay, but this requires like a dongle in or something.
A dongle in.
Well, it's not on. It's not on.
Is this
it's
a
not on Spotify.
Ella special?
No, it's a song. It's her and Jeff Buckley singing.
I think it'll be on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it is on
Because
YouTube.
I'm like, I haven't got
You're
a
like,
dongle. Okay, what's it?
All flowers in time bend towards the sun. Which if people haven't heard this, they have to hear this. So this like got leaked. It's her and Jeff Buckley. It's a demo. I don't think she's happy that it's out, but this is one of my favorite songs. And actually, Dev Hines showed me this, and we just listened to this together. We want to cover it one day. I'll get him to cover it with me.
I like it already.
But listen to their voices together. It's fucked up.
My eyes are baptism. I'm confused. I'm singing into my thighs. Oh, and I'm lost.
All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you say that there's no one for you, but here is one. All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you say that there's no one for you, but here is one. But here is one.
You know?
Incredible. I knew this about you. Your label reached out. They're like, Lorde? And I'm like, yeah, I think she'd have some really interesting things to play.
Like, come on. a demo, you know. They
That's
don't have
not
the
fair.
lyrics. It's not finished. Like, I love getting to hear something at this stage.
It's one of those demos that you'll try to redo when it's not this.
No,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I know you say there's no one for you.
What year is this?
I
Late
don't know.
80s? Or-
90s, early 90s maybe? I don't know.
what a pairing.
Anyway, banger.
No, anyway, I love where you go. You said you'd love to cover that with Dev. You love a cover.
Okay, to be fair, my feelings on the cover have changed.
Really?
I think
hates the cover.
it's actually well, I think it's hard to get a cover right, and I think you can like reach for a song and maybe it's not quite the right.
Oh.
But the reach was a bit high, and you try it anyway. You
Because
know.
I say that because you've, and I mean this in a great way, you've covered a lot of songs that you love
I have covered
over the
all sorts
course
of-
of your career.
But I'm now like, I think you have to like really be like meant to cover a song to cover it. For me anyway.
Okay, because like, again, not as a singer or performer, just because I love a song doesn't mean I should sing it.
Yeah,
And
I
it's like,
kind
just
of
because you
feel
love a
that
song,
way.
maybe you're like, I've nailed it here, but this
I
one,
kind of feel that way about covers.
well, I wanted to play this to
Dev plays
change.
any cover. Dev will just like bust
Really?
a cover out. Yeah, yeah.
Loves a cover.
A very
more than you.
irreverent cover out.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm playing you a pop song and a cover. I want to switch it up a little bit.
Love.
You give me,
Madonna,
you give me fever.
obviously, Fever.
Whoa. I haven't heard this.
Never know how much I love you.
Wow, sick.
Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. Listen to me, baby.
On Erotica, like a big album, you know?
So cool.
Gold.
So cool.
No one can love you the way I do, 'cause they don't know how to love you my way. You give me fever.
Wow.
This is like dance floor stuff, you know?
When you hold me tight.
I need to listen to Erotica. I have a big gap there.
The deep cut, not that Erotica is necessarily a deep cut, but there's like so many deep cut Madonna songs that are like just dance
Totally.
tracks.
No,
you know,
totally,
it's not
yeah.
all the pop, like big stuff. It's, you know, she came up from this type of thing. you know?
Yeah. This is amazing.
It's cool, right?
Really cool.
Gonna treat me right.
So I've not heard the album, right? Your new album.
You haven't heard my album?
I've not heard it yet.
Oh my god. Crazy.
What genres are we playing in?
Fuck, what genre?
Genres.
I mean, it's pop.
Because like, what was that which I've heard?
Yeah, what was that as kind of an outlier to the album?
Ah.
Should I read you? Okay, so I have this shared note with Jimmy Stack, who I made the album with.
Great
And
artist.
one of the greats, and we, as we were writing the album, sort of, we have this like mega note that has like
Oh, I love
all
this.
this big pictures, all our masters, mixes, sort of like mood board.
I love seeing this sort of stuff.
Yeah, this is the mood board.
I won't say what I'm seeing because it's it'll give it away.
Let's see, what did I write? This is actually really embarrassing to read out. Modern tales of femininity told in a refined, minimal way. Gender searching, body insecurity, sex, heartbreak, mum stuff, and the narrator's ongoing quest to believe her own mythology and harness her power. Palette is earthy and raw, electronic and live. Vocals are otherworldly, abrasive, spiritual, imperfect. The project of being in a body. Going Carver meets Dieter Rams mode.
Ooh.
Songs with basic, striking design, taking away all that can be taken away.
Does this make it into the press release or is this for you?
This is no.
It should be for you.
This is for me. No,
Yeah.
no, no one's ever. I feel crazy that I just read that out.
I appreciate that. Like, it's
Oh yeah, that's for me to understand what it is I'm trying to do. But
so important to frame yourself in, put yourself in a place where you know where you're going to exist for the next couple of years, right?
yeah, if you don't outline it they will for you, and then it gets messy, I think. But no, the album is like, I think of it as like really machine made. It's like, and the whole time I said I wanted to see the wires. It's not machines trying to sound like anything but machines. And we like kept this very tight palette. We used a synth called the Poly 6 a lot.
Okay.
Buddy Ross did some amazing shit for us. Worked his Lemon Drop magic, this very cool synth called a Lemon Drop.
Okay.
We had our incredible friend Andrew, who plays guitar with McGee, come play. He plays all over the record. And then it's, just me and Jimmy, like, chopping up drums.
Wow.
So it's kind of simple.
Yeah.
It's quite electronic.
But not dance.
It's not dance.
You got to tell me what you want to play next.
Okay. Okay, I'm pivoting. I'm going somewhere weird.
Great.
I'm going Please Forgive Me by David Gray.
Wait, I think I know this song. Please. Wait. Do I?
Iconic album. I was raised on this.
She's not ahead, guys. It's really basic picks here. These are great. So happy you're on the show. Oh! You should have saved this for last. This is a closing song. This is an end credit song. No, I'm kidding, but it's beautiful.
Feels like lightning running through my veins. Every time I look at you. Every time I look at you.
I'm pulling myself out of the moment for a second because people will come over to my house. I get to see a lot of artists' socks. And you get to see my socks.
Yeah.
Doesn't usually happen.
We're socked up, yeah. I've got a tight.
A tight, that's
Goes all
true.
the way.
So do I. No, I don't.
Much I want to say. Want to tell you just how good it feels.
Like, this is sick. I don't know when this was, 2000s, early 2000s.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed.
And this was like a massive
1998?
album. 98. And I was like, my dad's playing this like kind of adult contemporary music all the time. I did not get it.
Adult contemporary is the worst name for a genre.
And a couple years ago, I was like, this is so sick. He took a swing. It's crazy putting these drums with this sort of songwriting. It's just sick to me.
Did you prepare this for this, or did it just come to your head?
It's just sick. I listened to it a lot making this album.
Like a stone, I fall into your eyes. Deep into that mystery. Deep into some mystery.
Pop music, baby.
You're making my brain work overtime because I'm like, where do I go next? I could go so many places.
So I will never have.
I've been enjoying listening to your music in preparing for this. I do feel like you are more than your contemporaries. I feel like your music is only going to be, even though it's massively appreciated now, I think it's only going to be more appreciated by generations to come. I feel like there's a lot of complexity and depth that I think will get picked up in 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years, and people go, what the fuck is solar power? I want to check that out.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
It's really, and I think I could, by your choices, it's also evident to
Thank
me.
you.
Can I ask you about, you've been around, right? As I said, you started very young. How does it feel to influence? Oh.
He just won't end. David's like,
Boom.
David's like, hold on.
Boom! Wow.
Anyway,
wow,
banger.
yeah. So, How's it feel to influence the next generation? Because you have. And you're young.
Yeah.
Is that weird to listen to?
It's so beautiful to me. I feel so grateful. It's totally surreal and such a compliment. Like,
can you pick it up when you hear it?
sometimes, not always.
Sometimes, and it's
I
not
don't know
egotistical to be like, hey, that's my sound. But
yeah, no, definitely not always. Like, other people say something, I'm like, I don't know if that's true. But I think, like, this is to me, it's like proof of beauty in the world. And there's nothing more beautiful to me than you making something and someone else picking up the thread, and someone else picking up the thread from them who doesn't even know anything about you. I think of all my artistic forebears that I was picking up the threads of.
Yes.
And when you're lucky enough to, like, put something into, like, words or melody or structure that makes other people want to try and see where that thread takes them, it's just like, it couldn't be a bigger compliment. And I think people sometimes think I'm bullshitting when I say that, but I'm like, no, it is the highest compliment.
You'd have like a sense of the worlds and of the universe, the interconnectedness of it.
It's just the sickest.
Yeah. So the reason I'm playing this, young Griff, British artist. I'm a huge fan of her. She came on when I had a podcast. She came on.
Oh, very sick.
And huge fan of yours.
So sweet.
And I love her songs. Producers, writes, lots of layers.
Oh, cool. I haven't heard
Incredible voice. But there's something I need to add to this in a second.
And I wasn't asking for a lifetime. I was just asking you to take my hand, just for a minute or night. Was it too much to ask? You're scared of heights, that's vertical. You want.
Oh yeah, this is a banger.
It is. We have a message.
Oh my gosh.
She's a huge fan.
Oh my God.
I voice messaged her and I'm like, Griff, would you like to ask a question? Because we've met. And she's like, yeah, what do I ask? And I'm like, don't ask what a journalist would ask, what you would ask.
Oh my God, this is so
we
beautiful.
have her dialing in, not literally. Should be asleep right now.
You should be asleep right now. Oh.
Here is a question for you from Griff.
Hi, Derek. Thanks so much for letting me ask a question. And it's really cool to kind of be connected and kind of meet you. I'm a really big fan, and there's 1,000,001 things I would love your advice on. But I guess where I'm at right now is I'm about to start writing my second album. And I would just really love some advice on how to remain creative and navigate commercial opinion and pressure, and like whether you let any of those voices in or not. And yeah, whether you really felt that pressure, or did you just kind of zone out, and did you find it easy to take your time and zone out when it came to making Virgin? So yeah, I would just kind of love some thoughts and advice around that. I hope that makes sense. Mwah. Bye.
Damn sis, congrats. Second record, that's major.
It's an achievement in and of itself, right?
It really is. It's hard to make anything. And it's so, I think that your second record is the hardest thing.
Really?
The hardest thing you'll ever make.
Oh, wow.
Not to freak you out, sis. I would say, because you've been so successful, like, it couldn't have gone better than it's gone on your first album. So, and I think that can be scary. I definitely found that super scary. And I think when it started getting good was when I just turned my back on all of that and really did not think about what happened outside of the room, and just tried to have the feeling that, like, there's a feeling you get when you write a song that feels like you, and that's that addiction, that's that thing that you chase. It's like this fix or this hit when you express yourself, when you get out of the way and allow this thing to come out of you. It's a very special feeling, and that's all an album is. It's just a collection of those feelings. So I would just tuck away, work somewhere shitty, don't work somewhere nice, don't believe the hype. The nice studio freaks you out in your second album. It's freaky. Work in a shithole.
Everyone's around.
Everyone's around. Work in a shithole.
Work in a shithole.
Work with the homies.
When you said it started getting good, was that the second album or later?
Just like it took me like a year of like trying to make melodrama, and before we started making stuff that I was like, okay, like this is doing something, you know.
Is that maddening to be like, I haven't gotten it?
Totally, and you like think you might never have it again. Every time I make an album, I think maybe I just don't have it anymore.
But at a young age that you made it, you clearly had the taste and sense that this is not right. Because I think younger people might have gone like, I guess this is good enough. This is it. Right?
Well, I got a lot of pressure to like,
I bet,
sort of funnel into the farms, you know, like there's a lot of like
the professionals
the
that know how to write for you.
Yes, and I
sorry,
and like
I can
beautiful people, farmers. That's very rude of me.
No,
there's some beautiful people doing beautiful work in
of
those
course,
rooms.
but it's a
but I'm a freak, and I need like to be in my little freak zone and make something doesn't
get in the freak zone, grip.
get in the freak zone, and just make something that doesn't necessarily have a precedent yet, or so yeah, I would say just also you know what you're supposed to make. You already know, so just like do your best to hop out of your own way, work with people who like make you laugh and who you enjoy hanging out with, and let it come.
Wisdom. Pull us up a song, Ella.
Okay. My last song is a song that was so pivotal for me making this album. Not for any like sonic reason. I heard this piece of music and I was like, it had this feeling of rebirth to me. I was like really in this stage of life where a lot was changing, and I heard this piece of music and I was like, it's gonna be okay. People have gone on this journey before me, and it's hard to describe it. I almost felt like I'd heard this song before in like another life or something. I was like, you're mine. And I still completely don't understand. And I you know, have since dug into this band and know that a lot of other people have this feeling about this band, but it's the song New Grass by Talk Talk.
What is it with this show and Talk Talk?
People play Talk Talk all the time.
No. Max Richter, who was in, I don't know if you know Max Richter.
Yeah.
Played me a Talk Talk song, and I had a Talk Talk song for him. It's like people almost like know it's a Talk Talk house in here.
It's a Talk Talk house, yeah.
From Spirit of Eden?
From
Laughing Stock.
Yeah. Last album.
So to steal the words from Max Richter for you to hear, he said, there's so much time in Talk Talk's music, which I thought was a beautiful way to put it.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, right?
I feel that with this. Yeah, something about hearing this song, I was like, I could tell he had just listened to what wanted to come out of him.
Wow.
And I was like, all you have to do is listen. Don't try and make something come out, just listen and let it come out.
Wow. The drum, everything about it, but the drums are
So sick.
like he's trying to keep up with the drum. You know?
Crazy. And I don't understand this music, and I don't need to.
In terms
I just
of
know
what?
that it works on me.
Understand the.
I don't know what time signature it's in. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know anything about this musically.
But you do.
But I don't need to.
But you do.
I know something.
See, something I've learned about you through sitting with you for an hour is that you're not a head, but you are. Very much so.
I'm not a head, but I'm a body, you know?
Yeah. Because, like, I think it's safe to say the average pop star that would come in, if they were to come into these walls, would not be playing Talk Talk. You've lived many lives, I feel, perhaps.
I'm lucky enough to say that's probably true.
An older soul. I don't know about old soul, but an older soul.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere between Rat-a-tat and this.
This is a nice way to end, though.
It is nice.
I had an ending song too, but I think this takes the cake.
This is so fun. What a cool thing to do. I love that you do this.
It's all I know how to do. All your selections. Perfect. Perfect.
Same.
Ella, thank you for coming.
Thank you
It means
so
a lot.
much.
It means a lot. And I say this, wasn't planning to say this, but like, I'm a guy that isn't a studio, isn't backed by anyone. You know, my wife and son are out there doing something. They'll come back soon, and it means a lot for, you know, for the support of independent things like this. And
We need you. We need you.
so thank you.
This is what it's about.
And you brought, it's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Ella. This has been, the show's called Solid Air. Do you know John Martin?
Yes, of course.
It's named after his song.
Could not love you more.
Yeah, you could have pulled that up for sure. I love that song. I love that song. This is how we're going to fade out, you know, just chatting about John Martin.
Love it. Perfect.
Thank you.
So fun. What a cool thing.
Yay!
By far the best
I feel
piece of promo I'm going to do
Really?
on this trip. I love that this is where you do it. How fab.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's wildly inconvenient for
Yeah,
my
for your
family.
poor wife and